everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about another experience that I've had at the pool house. This experience, I don't remember what time frame it was. It was just something that I remembered. I've had sleep paralysis a lot of times in my life, even when I was a little kid and growing up and all that. Thank God I haven't had one for years, and knock on wood, nothing happens tonight because I'm talking about it. But I remember this one night I went to sleep, and I'm pretty sure it was 2:33 when this happened, because something always happens around this time. I mean, I don't know, like, because I wasn't able to check the time or anything, but I'm pretty sure it was this time. It was like 2:33 because it was late at night. And I remember I woke up with this heaviness on my chest, and I woke up and I couldn't move, and I realized my hands were crossed over my chest. And I was just staring up, and I remember just feeling like something was staring at me. And at this point I was going like looking up, but like also looking to the sides. And I remember I was specifically yelling for my sister. So I was just feeling a little bit scared. I remember I was yelling for my sister. I was like, Dina, Dina, and I was like yelling for her. I don't remember how I was yelling. I was just, it sounds like I'm just saying it now, but at that moment I was terrified, because when I was trying to get her attention, I couldn't move. I know she couldn't hear me, like, and I can see her sleeping, because I was just doing this, But the moment I looked in front of my feet, I saw this tall, dark figure just standing there, and it had red glowing eyes. I am not kidding you guys when I say this. Like, it had red glowing eyes, and it looked like it had, like, I think it's called a fedora. I'm not sure. Whatever Pharrell Williams wears, on his head. Is that what it's called? If not, correct me if I'm wrong. But it looked like he was wearing one of those hats. And he just looked really tall, maybe like 6 feet tall. And maybe like really bulky, or maybe he was wearing a jacket. I don't know if it was a person, an entity, a shadow person, it was freaking a demon. I don't know what it was. I just knew that I was just standing there staring back at me, and my eyes just filled up with water. Like, I wanted to cry. Yeah, so I just remember like tears rolling down my eyes, like on the sides of my head like this, and just like making all this part of my head like really wet. And I felt like I was there like in that trance for like maybe 10-15 minutes. It wouldn't move, it would just stand there and stare. And like, I kid you not, his eyes were red. Like, it was terrifying, like, just even the fact to have sleep paralysis, on top of that see something, that's really creepy. And yeah, so I just remember that I prayed, and I closed my eyes, and I was just praying and praying and praying. And when I opened them, it wasn't there any longer. It was gone. But I remembered I opened the door from the hallway, from my room, to let light in, because at that time it was like pitch dark. It was dark. I don't have any light on. And I don't think I've ever told that to my sister or my mom. Like, honestly, it's just a creepy feeling. I've had other experiences where I've had sleep paralysis in that same house. They weren't as creepy as that, But I just remember there was just one instance where I was having sleep paralysis, and I think it was like maybe around 8ish when like it was summertime, so it was still like a little bit of light out, even if it was 8. And I remember I was taking a nap, and I remember I woke up and like there was this huge hairy arm just on my chest, and I couldn't breathe. I just felt like I was suffocating. And same thing, I prayed, I closed my eyes, and it was gone. But yeah, and then I think like out of that, I don't think I've ever had sleep paralysis in that house after that one experience from that. I mean, I've had plenty of other ones, but it wasn't like I saw anything. It was just like it just happened. But that one time that I saw that figure, that really spooked the shit out of me. Like, I don't know, like, why would that happen? And I always thought, like, what would that be? Red eyes? I mean, I don't think that would be human if it had red eyes. So then, so that's pretty much it for that story. I just remember that. But also at night, sometimes, like during the summer, I would like to go out where the pool area is because we had lights around the pool. And it looked like really cute outside. And we had like this, it looked like a couch, but it was a swing couch thingy. And like I loved to like lay there at night, and like I would actually sleep there till like 10:30, or like read a book or something like that. But I always hated to look towards my dad's window, like cuz you can see it from the pool. And like I just did not like look over there cuz I always felt like I saw something standing there, like a lady, like literally. It looked like a lady standing there. So I just would avoid looking that way, even though my curiosity sometimes would be like, look. And I would just be like, fuck no, I'm not looking. But yeah, I think I saw stuff at the window, on like the window, like a lady standing there. Maybe not. Maybe it was just my mind playing tricks on me. But like that was just like a feeling I had, like not to look towards the window. And this other time, um one of my grandma's sisters came over, and she brought her granddaughter. I don't know. I think her granddaughter's like older now, but like at that time she was really small. She was maybe like 3 or something, 4. I'm not sure. She's like really cute, little redhead girl. She was really cute. And this is something my grandma told me. And she said that we were at school, and I loved Winnie the Pooh. So I had like, even though I was like 15, I still had like little figurines of like Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, like all the characters. I had like a lot of little cute dolls, like with Winnie the Pooh on it, and Eeyore. Eeyore's my favorite. And this little girl knew that I had toys in the room. So, um, I guess she went to the room, and they were just sitting there, having some coffee in the kitchen. And this was like daylight. It was like morning-ish, like around maybe 10. And the little girl walked into my room, came back crying. She's like, grandma, like there's a kukui in the room, like this, like I don't know, like a creepy man in the room. Like I don't know what she said, like words, but I know she was like, it was like a monster, like something creepy was in the room, and she ran out crying. Yeah, so I guess she saw something in my room that nobody else saw. And even my grandma went into the room to check, maybe somebody broke in, or somebody was in the house, one of my friends. I'm not sure. But she just went to go check, and nothing was there. And she never ever wanted to go into that room again. She said she saw this man, kukui, monster. I don't know what she said, but she just saw something. And like, I guess he was mean to her. They say little kids can see stuff adults can't. So, yeah. That is what happened in that house. There was this one time, I had a boyfriend at the time. I was 15, and I had a quinceañera doll, you know, those porcelain dolls, this with those big old pink poofy dress. And so he called my dad this one night, and he was like, hey, can I go to your guys' house to go watch the soccer game? I guess his cable was out. And my dad, the good person that he is, he was just like, yeah, go ahead, just make sure that when you leave you turn off the TV and you close the door. We never really locked our doors there. It was just like, that's just how it was back then. So he was just like, all right. So I guess he went over to the house. We were in Fresno, I believe, at my cousin's house. So yeah, so he said he was there for a while. And when we get home, guys, the TV's on, the lights from the kitchen is on, and the light from the living room area, the lights from the living room is on. And my dad was like, he kind of was mad because he was just like, I told him to turn everything off, you know. And I was like, well, that's kind of weird. He's not in the house, you know. So next day I called him. I was like, hey, you know, why did you leave everything on? Like, my dad told you to leave everything off, you know. And he was just like, yeah. He goes, I actually left running. And I was just like, why, you know? He was like, yeah, I was there in the living room, and out of the corner of my eye, he goes, I saw your porcelain doll smiling at me. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I kind of laughed because I was like, he didn't know anything that was going on in the house because I wanted him to come over. I didn't want him to be scared of my house. So I never mentioned any paranormal activity. But he was like, yeah, your porcelain doll, like, smiled at me. And it tilted her head, and it kind of, like, had, like, this grin on her. And I was just like, you're kidding. He's like, no. He goes, at first, he goes, I felt something staring. I looked, and I didn't see anything. He goes, then I just continued to watch the soccer game, and I looked again, and there she was, like, tilted head with a grin on her face. He goes, I bolted out of your house. He goes, I'm sorry. He goes, I didn't have time to, I didn't think. I just ran out of the house. I didn't turn anything off. He goes, but I'm no longer staying at your house at night by myself. And that's when I told him everything, and he was just kind of like, what the hell? Are you trying to get me possessed here? Are you trying to get me attacked? I was just like, no, but, you know, that's just what happened. But anyways, yeah, I will be getting back to you guys with more videos. The video for today, I will be posting soon again with more stories. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for watching. Hit that notification bell, share this video, like it, comment down below, do what you have to do. But thank you for watching. Bye. I'm taking out the truth. A to the L I Y A H. I'm taking out the truth.